What's good, everybody? It's your boy Cole got it coming at y'all with another video. In this video, we can go ahead and get in my conference championship predictions, along with my playoff predictions. We're gonna start off today. Virginia knocked off Virginia Tech in a really good game. It was damn sure a good game. First time Virginia beat Virginia Tech in 15 years. They clinched up the Coastal Division. Virginia's gonna play Clemson. It could get ugly real fast. Virginia ain't got no offense except for Bryce Perkins. Clemson's gonna find they're gonna have a game plan to shut him down. And if Virginia can't get nothing else going on offense, it can get ugly real fast. Defensively, they got a shot at being able to stay in the game defensively as long as the offense can make some shit happen. I don't see it happening though. I got Clemson winning the game. I also see Clemson beating South Carolina tomorrow, so that'll also more than likely make Clemson undefeated ACC champs. And in Big 12, we got Oklahoma going up against Baylor. I don't see Baylor losing the final game. I got Oklahoma losing to Oklahoma State. Oh, excuse me. I had predicted that. Maybe they don't, but either way, I do have Oklahoma beating Baylor whether they lose to Oklahoma State or not. So that'll be a 1-loss or 2-loss Big 12 champion Oklahoma. In the Pac-12, we got Oregon going up against Utah. I honestly think Oregon will win it. Utah can win it. They can definitely win it. They were supposed to win it last year. They got cheated. They didn't win it. This year, they could win it. But I honestly don't have them. I'm not picking them to beat Oregon. So that'll be a 2-loss Oregon team to be Pac-12 champions. Then we got the Big Ten. Ohio State plays Michigan this week. No matter what happens, they're in the Big 12 championship. I got them beating Michigan, so that'll put them in there undefeated. Minnesota and Wisconsin play. The winner of that will play Ohio State. I got Wisconsin beating Minnesota and getting a rematch against Ohio State. But whether it's Minnesota or Wisconsin, I definitely see Ohio State winning the game. If they don't lose to Michigan, I don't see them losing no Big Ten championship. So that'll be an undefeated Ohio State as a Big Ten champion. Then you got LSU, undefeated at the moment, playing A&M this week. More than likely, they're going to win that game. Then you got Georgia with 1 loss playing Georgia Tech this week. They should most definitely win that game. And then they meet up in the SEC championship. You know I got my dogs. But even without me being a fan of Georgia's defense, no matter what your opinion is, they got to be first or second in the country. If you put Ohio State as first, Georgia's got to be second. It's just, the stats just back it up. The game plan backs it up. The eye test backs it up. Offensively, yeah, our offense is fucking elementary. But LSU's defense is not good at all. Ole Miss put up 600-plus yards on them. Jake Fromm normally shows up in big games. I know he's had a 3-game stretch where he's thrown for under 50%, but normally he shows up in games. But regardless, our elementary offense against that weak defense, I can see us scoring points. I ain't saying we're going to score 30-something, 40-something. I can see us scoring points. Our defense will hold LSU's offense. The only real defense they played this year, you could say, is Auburn. And Florida. Florida's got a good defense. Auburn's defense is better than Florida's, but both of those are good defenses. They lit up Florida, but they only put up 23 on Auburn. They ain't seen a defense on our level, but I'm not saying we're going to shut them down. All we need to do is just keep them in the 20s. That's what we need to do. Maybe cause some turnovers, which ain't really our strong suit on defense, but it'll definitely help in this game. I can see it being a good game, and I see my dogs taking it. So with those predictions, my playoff rankings will put Ohio State, they'll stay at number 1. It'll put Clemson at number 2. It'll put Georgia at number 3. And it'll put LSU at number 4, because I highly doubt a 1-loss LSU that beat Alabama will drop out of the top 4 for Alabama to go into the top 4. They beat Bama with Tua. Alabama don't have Tua now, and LSU would have lost to Georgia. I just don't see that happening. And with my prediction having Utah losing, my prediction having Oklahoma losing Oklahoma State, it kind of kills any other team trying to get in there. It'll be Bama or LSU, and I just don't see Bama I don't see Bama jumping into the playoffs and knocking out LSU with the one loss to Georgia. I just don't see it happening. So that'll make the first playoff the playoff matchups. It'll be Ohio State versus LSU, which I think would be a great game. I'm damn sure I think it'll be a great game. And then it'll be Georgia versus Clemson, which I also think that'll be another great matchup. You know, last year, the entire playoffs, including the national championship, was nothing but fucking blowouts. Just one-sided games. With my predictions and the way that playoff would fold out, those matchups, I don't think it'll be like that. I think it'll be real tight, good-ass games for the playoffs and then for the national championship, no matter what matchup it is. But, you know, we'll see tomorrow how things play out, and then we'll see next week how the championship games play out. That's just my predictions. It's your boy, Coach Gotti, and I'm out.